now TSPN presents Amador Live. Only on cable, only on TSPN and the World Wide Web at tspntv.com.
Welcome back, Amador County. Joined this morning, Christopher Tootle and Jeremy White. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Here to talk about the Band A.I.D.E with an E.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Band A.I.D.E Musical Instrument Drive.
Okay.
A.I.D.E stands for Awesome Instrument Drive Extravaganza.
There we go. Chris, how long have you been with the school district?
Since 2005.
Okay. And yourself?
This is my second year.
Second year? Before that, it was we just had one director, or?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
In 2010, the school district cut back to just one music teacher, me, and fortunately, we were able to keep the feeder system and the jazz band alive thanks to a really generous grant or gift from the Amador Community Foundation.
Okay.
Because of that gift, we were able to keep 5th and 6th grade plus jazz band going. Numbers increased, and the district hired Mr. White as a result last school year. The numbers are still going, and we have a lot of students now. It's great.
So, yeah, sounds good. So you're actually gonna hold a concert out there by in the Safeway Shopping Center?
Right, right by the Jamba Juice and the Okos and Yogurt, Dickies, Round Table, all right there. We're going to hold a concert starting at 6 on tomorrow. And it's going to be a short pep band concert. We've only been in school for a week, so we're just going to play loud and,
just go
loud
for
and
it.
fast. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Right. So do we still march in the parades with the high school band?
Right. We do some local parades. We're scheduled to perform the Veterans Day Parade. And we're hoping to do both of the Christmas parades in Ione and Sutter Creek, and always the Italian Picnic Parade.
Okay. Are you still combining the two high schools with their bands?
Less than we did in the past.
Okay.
We're combining for most of the marching events and 1 or 2 concert band events, but we're trying to separate them for events. What's nice is now each of the bands can actually support that kind of a concert.
Sure.
It's really
well,
great.
now you have 2 instructors to
2 directors, full-size bands at both high schools. It's pretty cool.
Great. Irv Giddings still around?
He is.
Yeah.
I see him all the time.
Yeah.
He lives right up there on the hill, and he comes down to the band room every once in a while and checks on things.
He was our band instructor at Pioneer Elementary, actually it was actually a junior high school at the time. What a great guy.
I love Mr. Gidding. I always say about Mr. Gidding, I want to be just like him when I grow up.
Right. Yeah. What's funny is I knew Irv in '85, say, and he still looks the same. I think the guy never changed. That's great.
That's cool.
Plays the trumpet very well,
He's
right?
very good. Yeah, and the bass and all sorts of other stuff.
Right, just about everything.
He's a good guy, yeah.
So we were talking about the Band A.I.D.E. You say it's going to be tomorrow.
Right.
Okay.
So basically what's happening is the school district band program has too many students and not enough instruments to lend to those with financial need. So we're asking that everybody in the county and outside county, whoever can help out, to donate either instruments or money to the Band A.I.D.E Musical Instrument Donation Drive. And the kickoff event is tomorrow from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. The Amador Ridge Shopping Center restaurants are going to be donating 10% of their sales to this drive. And we'll be able to use that money to repair instruments that are donated or to purchase others used or new. Any kind of an instrument is worth donating, even if it's totally busted up. We can still use that to sell for parts or refurbish it.
Right, absolutely. And when does the band start in the 5th grade? Is that the level that band starts?
Yes, yeah, we're fortunate to be able to cover all 5th through 12th grades all across the district at all 10 schools.
And there were definitely kids when I was in the 5th grade that wanted to be in the band, and they didn't have the money for an instrument, but there were instruments, and they were going to play which one was able to be there for them to use. So if you have something out there, it really doesn't matter what kind of instrument it is. Yeah. There are kids that will feel fortunate to be able to play those instruments.
Right. And like I said, any condition, any instrument, even if it's not a band instrument, I mean, we'll take a washboard and a kazoo, because we'll be able to make something happen with it.
Nice kazoos.
Right. So what time's the concert start tomorrow?
This concert starts at 6. Okay. And we're going to go for about half hour, 45 minutes. See, what you could do is everybody's got to eat, right? So you might as well get there early. go to Jamba Juice for an afternoon smoothie, and then maybe some edamame over at Okyo's, and a salad at Round Table, get a sandwich at Dickey's, and listen to some music, and finish up with yogurt.
Right. How can you beat that?
Right. And I should be careful to say that unfortunately Tai Sam wasn't able to participate this time. Their boss was in Thailand. I don't want to commit them to something.
By surprise,
surprise, right. Maybe next time.
Okay, I'm seeing here that you're going to have a Highway 49 Music Festival coming up?
Right, so there's a music festival coming up at the Italian Picnic Grounds called the Highway 49 Americana Music Festival. It's being produced by Casey Sexton and the Highway 49 radio program, which is aired here on the radio station. Casey put together the program, this concert, to benefit the band program through the Community Foundation. And when I saw that, I basically asked her if we could piggyback alongside that event and work in conjunction with them. So that event is going to serve as the Band Aid fundraiser's concluding party, basically. So that's the end of our fund drive. Starts tomorrow, goes for 2 weeks, and it'll end. The drive will end at the Americana Music Festival on September 7th.
Great. Speaking this morning with Christopher Tootle, Jeremy White. Jeremy, welcome to the Amador County Unified School District Band Department, I guess you would call it.
Sure. Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, and thanks for doing that. And it's great that we have 2 instructors. What did they helicopter you around the county to make it to all the schools, or how did that work for yourself?
Yeah,
rocket.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. A few people don't know that I actually know how to apparate.
Oh,
like from Harry Potter.
If the hair was a little darker, I might even confuse you for him.
Might buy it. I think he's got that down.
I don't know, Chris. You might have the Harry Potter thing going.
Okay, maybe the Weasley thing, perhaps.
So what else is in the future for the band?
Oh man, all sorts of stuff. Right now, we're just trying to deal with one battle at a time.
Right.
And that would be instruments for the 5th graders. However, we are going to Disneyland in the spring. That's a big deal. This is a Disneyland year. We've been accepted to perform at Disneyland, and it's going to happen during spring break sometime. We haven't got the exact details, but yeah. So everybody, look out! Kids are going to be asking for help.
Yeah,
they'll be knocking on your door soon.
Yeah,
Seas Candy is coming.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting thing. Each of the high school bands are going to actually be performing separately at this one for the first time in six years. At Disneyland. It's really cool. It just warms my heart to see that both the high schools are now completely independent for concert stages, and we're going to do that at Disneyland real strong.
On a personal note, Chris, you musician yourself, still with Bump City?
Yes, I am actually.
Which is a Tower of Power tribute band?
Tower of Power tribute band, yeah. And actually, we just got our own .com domain. So shameless plug, bumpcityreunionband.com.
There you go. And Jeremy, you're a musician yourself, I would imagine?
Yes, yeah, also a trumpet player. And I kind of play gigs here and there. I've actually played with them last year when we had a fundraiser, and then probably be joining again this time. And yeah, I play around. I live in Manteca, so I play a lot around the valley down there.
So it's got to be a passion then when you go to work and you teach these kids how to play, then you come home, you change out from your instructor uniform into your performer uniform and go for it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, good times. Hey, Band A.I.D.E coming tomorrow.
Yes,
the Safeway Shopping Center near the restaurants?
Right, right by the restaurants. Yeah. Band A.I.D.E Musical Instrument Drive tomorrow is the kickoff event with high school pep bands performing at 6, and anytime you buy something to eat there from 3 to 9, 10% of the proceeds goes to the band program. Do
they bring the instruments to the event then? Or?
Oh yeah, right. Okay. I forgot to mention that. You can totally bring instruments to the event, and then you can donate instruments to any of the schools around the district, and Mr. White will be able to pick them up. Or you can send financial donations to the Community Foundation. Just put in the memo Band A.I.D.E, and it'll get to the right place.
With an E.
Right.
Yes, can't miss the E.
Guys, thanks for coming to the studio this morning.
Thank you, Cam.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
Nice to meet you. And
nice to meet you.
We are going to switch over to Susie and Alan.